I like how well you guys are working. Keep it up. Well, I've always felt that incorporating technology was really important. Something that scares a lot of teachers is, how do I manage 26 individuals on 26 different levels? And there's lots of ways to do that, and technology definitely makes it easier. I utilize Khan Academy to help me personalize math. I use lots of digital resources, a wiki, and when the students are on the computers, it is so engaging. They're willing to try new things. They work harder than they would normally work if it was a pen and paper. And so the students know that it's going to be their best work because they want everybody to see their best, and they're proud of what they do. All right, guys, today we are going to be working on factors and multiples. So I want you to open your mouth. I use a lot of techniques from the responsive classroom. The responsive classroom approach believes that the social curriculum is just as important as the academic curriculum. I teach the kids every aspect, how to use their markers, how to walk over to the small group table, what they're going to be doing while they're at their seat, so there's no question of what they're supposed to do. And I also work really hard to make sure that the lessons are engaging. The students want to be in class, they want to be learning what we're doing, and I try to make it exciting for them and at the same time challenging. All right, faster. The flipped classroom approach is a way to personalize learning. It allows me to deliver instruction over a YouTube video at night, and it frees up my time in the classroom. It allows me to work with small groups. It allows me to work with students individually and meet their needs specifically for whatever skill they need. I think in the future, teachers will be managing the student learning from the computer. They're able to prescribe exactly what the students need to help the student excel. I set a standard of very high expectations in the classroom, both academically and behaviorally. And we start that from day one, and the kids know that I expect the best, and I work with them one-on-one to help them get there. And once they realize that they can achieve, it's unbelievable. I'm Tara Amsterdam, and I educate.
We're on one of the world's great educational resources. This is just a fabulous platform for education, and it truly is experiential.
Pull together, everyone, 2, 6,
Team building is critical. Teamwork on this ship. You can't do anything without a crew working together, hauling a sail, getting off the dock, operating. And the kids participate, the students participate in that experience, and they begin to understand that alone no one could get this ship to operate. But clearly this ship can't sail into classrooms. So I wanted to design a program that would allow that to go into classrooms and show them how economic concepts are very relevant to their lives and to the history of Delaware.
On deck!
On deck high!
We're going to found a colony. One ship, the Kalmar Nyckel, one voyage, and you can't take everything you possibly could choose from. You have to make economic decisions.
So we developed this with teachers and with the Department of Education and with the Social Studies Coalition of Delaware to make sure that what was being taught was standards driven.
We're going to bring 4 of this, right? Be careful how it fits. We need iron implements. I have iron right here.
Our program is part of a 5th grade economics unit, which is based on the economics content standards. And ours is standard 4, which addresses international trade, which is one of the key elements that they're trying to get across. The international trade is a really important concept as part of the modern world.
Is that worth something?
Yes, 50. We brought 1, so it'd be 50.
Good, so you're going to want some of that.
The economics lesson really does do decision making very well. It's a career skill, choice, making decisions, making informed decisions, working with others to gather information, process that information, to begin to understand that choices have consequences. And there aren't necessarily right answers or wrong answers, but there are different answers. And each one carries ramifications with it.
because for trading, we needed more furs.
We needed 1,000 furs. Because one of the whole points we went was for profit, to make a profit. Yeah, to make a profit. And these were the things that made the most profit.
The unit itself has been getting tremendous feedback. The children are captivated by it. Teachers love it too. Our volunteers love it. And so that kind of feedback is really gratifying, and it's important. We know we're doing something right. I taught for 20 years. A teacher gets immediate feedback. You either know what you're doing is working or it's not working, and this is a program that clearly is working, and we're delighted.
On deck! On deck! Aye! Perfect!
I'm Sam Heed, and iEducate.
Remember we talked about how we think positive and we do positive, and that makes us feel positive. That's right.
This is my 27th year with the Colonial School District, and this will be my 4th year as the principal of Delaware Elementary School. When I first arrived, I looked at our data, saw a real need to lower behavioral referrals and improving academics, and I had done some research on a program called Positive Action, which is a character education program. I strongly believe in educating the whole child wellness program, which focuses on developing a child behaviorally, emotionally, and physically. And in return, you're setting the optimal condition for academics to increase and behavior to improve. It's a 4-pillar program focusing on healthy eating, physical fit activity, character education, social emotional well-being. So we began to implement that here at Delaware, and looking at a 3-year trend, our academics increased, our reading scores have gone up 25%, math scores 15%, and we've been able to lower our behavioral referrals 48%.
We're here to do a conflict resolution session, of course, between Amari and Nyla. And
we do a lot of accommodations for children based on their needs. We provide individual counseling, group sessions, classroom counseling lessons. We have a mental health worker who works with the family outside, family counseling, and then works with the school in conjunction. So I feel like we really do look at each child individually and try to meet their individual needs.
Are we ready to get our game on? All right, let's go. Batter up.
I'm very interested in helping students, one student at a time, to be successful. And it's programs like these that will really project them into the 21st century. These are habits that we're establishing in early years that they'll benefit from.
Very good.
I'm Jacqueline Lee, and I educate.
Let's get ready to get started. So nicely follow your line leader in. Well, education for me, it started, even in my childhood. My mom was a teacher, her mother was a teacher, so we go back to my grandmother that had 3 kids that were all in education, and then my mom had 3 kids, and 2 of us were in education. It's just kind of been a family plan all along, and I love sports, I love kids, so I put them together and became a gym teacher and a phys ed teacher here at Mount Pleasant.
remember, we have to use cooperation, because if 2 people don't work together or 1 person doesn't work together, the whole game is not going to work.
Here in phys ed, we start with cooperation, how to work together, how to move together, and then through that we go to a lot of different sports and a lot of different games. We also do some academic work. We bring some different math skills into the gym, and we talk individually with the teachers about specific things that they're learning in their classroom and how we can do it. So we've done measurement before, we've done balance before, and strength activities as well that we can tie in together from a 3rd grade, 4th grade classroom and bring it into phys ed as well. So it's been a great working together with our teachers, and they know exactly what they want to do with us, and we kind of transform our curriculum to help them as well. I've made a really big point in the last couple of years to get out, introduce myself, just try and get people to understand what we're doing here in school and how important it really is to the entire child. We do a lot of other programs here at our school. We do like a Phillies fitness program here that I've coordinated for the last couple of years. I have sensory diet kids that I work with one-on-one that I pull out of their classrooms and just give them calming techniques to get under control and self-control in their bodies. Also, we've done the fitness festival, and our partnerships really go beyond our school walls. We try and reach out to a lot of different people, and it collaborates and it plays a big role.
Matt is a principal's dream when it comes to, a staff member. He's always willing to go above and beyond. He extends himself way beyond the classroom. And the relationships that he builds with kids is just unprecedented. He has definitely made an impact.
It's been an absolutely amazing year, personally and professionally. PTA is phenomenal. Our parent support is phenomenal. They want what's best for their children. I want what's best for their children. So we have a collaboration together, and we think that we provide a great education for them. And I think the parents would agree that we're really doing special things here at Mount Pleasant. I'm Matt Farina, and I educate.
So here are the rules again. You need to build the tallest freestanding structure with 20 pieces of spaghetti, 3 feet of string, 3 feet of tape, and 1 marshmallow.
Our family, we kind of struggled a bit. Growing up, my father, he had some substance abuse issues. And so it was really difficult emotionally, socially. We had to move a few times, and we were homeless a few times. So it was a difficult time.
There you go.
I would say that one of the major components of me being where I am today is the fact that I had educators throughout my entire life who were able to invest in me and see something in me. They gave me some of the leadership tools that I have today. And I'm just so grateful to all of the people who give me the opportunity to see how special learning can be and the different places that you can learn. It didn't have to always be in a classroom. It could be on a nature walk. It could be in the library. It could be at the Boys and Girls Club.
That's exactly like your plans. Very good.
Get Your Mess On was my little brainchild this summer. So during our summer reading program, I wanted to introduce some kind of STEM programming. So I started to think, what can I do? And I said, I can do this, but that's just a one-time program. I can do this, but it's just a one-time program. So I said, why don't I put all of these great ideas together and create a mess, literally. It was a giant success.
Well, the first day we built Doodle-Bots, which was like a little thing. It was operative. It was like a little holder thing, and we put markers under it, and it just went around and colored. And then if you wanted to, you can make like a brush bot, like brushing. Except I don't think you could brush your teeth with it. And we made squishy circuits out of like Play-Doh like stuff. And it made like a light bulb. And I remember once we also did a balloon rocket. I like doing the experiments, craft stuff. I like that more than reading the textbook.
STEM in a library is all I think about. I started looking at digital media labs, and I said I would love to do that, and I put together a digital media lab for $400. We have kids coming in with their instruments, kids coming in singing. We hope to start an intergenerational program so parents and grandparents can come in and tell their story and get it on CDs so history can continue and the children can learn. Actually, yesterday, someone came up to me and said, "Thank you, Miss Tameca. My child did not like to read when they first came to the library. They've been participating in the last couple of summer reading programs, and she's in first grade now, and she's reading at a third grade level. And I know it's not just us, but thankfully we were able to be a part of that community of educators. And when you have a community of educators who come together for a common purpose, they collaborate and communicate, something amazing and incredible happens. I mean, I'm a product of that."
There is one standing.
I'm Tameca Beckett, and I educate.